Today we have Comrade Godfrey turning up. Today we have Comrade Godfrey turning up, or simply Godfrey turning up, who has been elected as the ZANU-PF Youth Political Commissar to share many programs that the ruling party is going to have towards the 2018 general elections. We all know that this is a new executive compared to the previous one, which was led by Kudzai Chipanga, and also is the likes of Innocent Amandishi. For those who say it's history, let's hear from Tenengamu the new programs that they are going to have in 2018 as they prepare for the elections. Tenengamu, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, my brother.
Thank you and congratulations for your new position as the political commissar.
No, thank you so much. You're welcome, sir.
As the political commissar, the ZANU-PF Youth Political Commissar, what are your duties and what is it that you're supposed to do in the party?
Yeah, basically my duties in the Youth League, being a commissar, borders on mobilization, recruitment and organization of the party, from the youth perspective, trying to bring numbers to the party. In Shona, they would want to call me Tete or Mai the Msanga. So basically I will be there to build the party, to mobilize for the party, to organize for the party, and to recruit for the party. So basically that's my role in the Youth League of the ZANU-PF party.
And you talk about mobilization. What programs do you have as the youth to mobilize voters or members to join ZANU-PF?
Yeah, as the Youth League, we have just initiated one grand program which we have called hashtag ED has my vote 2018.
Hashtag ED is my vote 2018.
Exactly. Which we are taking out to young people across Zimbabwe. This involves massive campaigns on social media. We have created platforms on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also on Facebook, where we are appealing to young people to be part of this new dispensation, to come and join the party in mass, to take active participation in our programs, and ultimately register to vote, and then vote for the party, including the party presidential candidate who happens to be Honorable Idi Mnangagwa. In this program, it would also involve some sporting activities. It would also involve some road shows which we are taking out to various growth points and town centers out there. It would also involve some messages on the mainstream media, where we would also seek a space in the newspapers, on radios, on TVs, trying to talk to young people, because we believe that communication must be a two-way thing. We must be communicating to the youth, and the youth must also be communicating back to us. And we will also be holding some musical shows, some beauty pageants, some fashion shows, trying to mobilize young people so that they get ready for the 2018 elections and vote for ZANU-PF and its presidential candidate, Comrade Idi Mnangagwa.
I also wanted to ask in terms of voting for ZANU-PF, because your hashtag says ED is my vote. It doesn't talk about ZANU-PF is my vote. Are you not campaigning only for your presidential candidate, excluding councillors and members of parliament as well?
No, we are doing it also to say when people are voting for ED, there is no way people can vote for His Excellency and leave out MPs and councillors. But for now, as you know, ZANU-PF will go to primary elections where we have to choose our parliamentary candidates and also our council election candidates. So for now, we don't have those candidates. So the only candidate who has been endorsed by the ZANU-PF Extraordinary Congress is the presidential candidate, Comrade Idi Mnangagwa. So our understanding as a youth league is when people rally behind Comrade Idi Mnangagwa, obviously they will also rally behind the MP candidates and council candidates that would have been chosen through the due process of the party that we expect anytime soon as will be announced from the Politburo. Sure.
Those that have questions and views, please send them. Godfrey Tsenengamu who respond to those issues even after the program has been aired. As you know, this is an interactive program, and as you've heard from him, they are also using social media to campaign for ZANU-PF, to campaign for their presidential candidate. Tsenengamu, previously, people would say the people that were involved in mobilization for ZANU-PF and for their candidates, they used to have to use intimidation. What is the program that we have? I mean, what is it that you are doing so that anyone who wants to vote for ZANU-PF, and anyone who wants to join for ZANU-PF will do so freely without the fear or intimidation?
No, I think for a start, I would say I would not want to comment much on how the previous executive has been running the Youth League. But what I may want to say is people must start judging us on the basis of what we are doing right now and what we will be doing in the future. So if there was any acts of intimidation, any acts of coercion or something, it's very unfortunate, and as a party we would not condone that. But being the commissar as I am, I would want to say to the people, I think we are past that stage where people will be coerced into supporting a certain political party. People must be given the chance to choose the leadership of their choice. I joined ZANU-PF not because someone forced me, no, but because there are certain things that I demand in the ZANU-PF party. So because of that, I would also want another person to make his or her choice freely in joining ZANU-PF. So ZANU-PF must be judged on the basis of its past performances, what it has managed to achieve, what it is doing now, and what it can achieve according to the expectations of the people. So this is how we are going to mobilize young people. We are going to mobilize young people around tangibles, because every generation has got its own issues, has got its own demands. So as a youth league, we will try our level best to answer to the issues that has got something to do with the current generation of young people. And on that basis, I would think that we have more young people coming to join ZANU-PF as a party which is doing everything that they want or wish to have in their lives.
Let's go to the demands of the youth. What demands do you have on the table? What demands have you forwarded to your seniors as ZANU-PF Youth League?
No, what we have done now is we have said to ourselves, we are not going to use this top to bottom approach in terms of resolving issues or grievances. What we have said is we are going down to engage young people in the grassroots and say, what are your issues? As far as we may have one or two issues that we may be knowing that these issues are pressing issues on the side of our youth members, but we also want these young people to have something to say over how we're supposed to be operating as a youth league and what issues they think we must be pursuing as their leadership. So in terms of the demands, we are leaving to the young people to say, bring all that you think are your demands to us through the appropriate structures from your cell, branch, district, from the provinces up to where we are. Personally, I have got an open door policy 24/7 where we are saying all young people are comfortable to come to my office and say these are the issues that we have. Proposals we accommodate. So in terms of the demands, we are going to take these demands to the elders, to the main leadership after we have finished the consultations with our membership, because we want youth members to feel that this is their thing. Kwete zvezvo kunzi no vakuru vari kuti toda kuti vechidiki vedu vanzwe kuti no zviri kutaurwa nevakuru vedu kuutungamiriri tisu takatuma izvo nokuti kana uri mutungamiriri hauzvitume unotumwa nevanhu. So tiri kuenda kuvadiki tichiti vatitume vatipe nhau dzavo tiende nadzo kuvakuru.
Takatosa zvakareba panguva yekuvhota kana kuti yesarudzo vechidiki vanowanzosenzeswa kana kushandiswa nevanhu vane mari munyaya dzemhirishonga. Imimi sebato message yamungape kumayouth anosenzeswa kuita mabasa iwayo yakamira sei?
Yeah, I think our message to young people who have given themselves to leaders or so-called leaders who may want to abuse them is one, they must know kuti if you are to be abused to hit someone or injure someone or kill someone, mosha ayendi kune akutuma inouya kunewe unenge waipara. And moreover, kana iri ngozi, it doesn't go to the party, it doesn't go to the entire leadership, it goes specifically to the person apara ngozi iyoyo. And also as a commissar, I'm going to ask the leadership not to assist anyone legally who is going to be found on the side recruiter violence, because if we are to do so as a party, in a way we will be condoning those acts of violence. So as a measure to make sure that our young people don't get involved in violence, we are going to take a position as a party to say we are not going to help anyone legal in terms of legal services when you get arrested. So it will be your issue and the police. So to our young people, we say there is no reason for us to be violent. Let's learn to be tolerant. Let's tolerate divergent views. We are one people. We are all Zimbabweans. We all wish to have a good life. We all wish to have good things. So there is no point for anyone to go against someone violently. If there is anything that we disagree with, let's do it with respect. Let's sit down and debate over issues with respect, peacefully, without any need to be violent.
Ngatichita nguva fupi yapfuura pane chirongwa changa chiri kuitwa kana kuti chiri kutofamba chiitwa chakatanga muna September chebiometric voter registration exercise. Imi sebato reZANU-PF maapaki?
No, what we have done is we had activated our structures from cells, branches and districts to make sure that the leadership takes charge in all their respective areas in ensuring that all of our members go out and register to vote. So from the figures that we are getting from our structures, we are well ahead of any other players who may want to claim that maybe they have registered so much numbers ahead of us. But when we are just going to prove it in 2018. And as a youth league, we are going to use this ED as my vote project to make sure that we run more youths to register to vote, especially in urban centers. Because if you check, in terms of figures, we had more of young people from the rural areas registering to vote. 80% of those who have registered to vote are from the rural areas, which traditionally have been ZANU-PF strongholds. So we are now moving in to make sure that those youths who had been demoralized and had not seen reason in wanting to vote because there was no leadership change in the party, now they have to see a reason in registering to vote so that they vote for their preferred candidate, who is none other than His Excellency, the President, Comrade Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa.
As I've said, continue to send your views and comments, and even if you have questions for Tseninkamu, he will attend to those questions. During the biometric voter registration exercise, there was also an issue where the opposition would say the ruling party leadership in some communities would say, "Can I register for voter? Bring your strip." Then they will take the serial now. What value, if it is happening, what value does it bring to the party?
No, ZANU-PF has not been doing any of that as is being alleged by members of the opposition. But if there is someone who has got tangible evidence to that effect, they know what they are supposed to be doing so that those issues are dealt with. But as far as we are concerned as a party, I don't think we need to even give attention to baseless allegations unless those who are alleging that have enough proof to back their allegations. But as far as we are concerned, that has not happened from the ZANU-PF side.
As we come to the end of the program, we have read in the media that the ZANU-PF Youth League is demanding 30% of the 2018 seats, members of parliament. What's your comment on that? Is it true? Is it what you want? Is it less? Is it more?
Okay, fine. It is a proposal from the Youth League Commissariat Department.
Okay.
It still remains a proposal where we are saying, though we constitute the majority in terms of figures, we are saying to our elders, at least we must be having 30% of the electable seats in the councils and even in parliament. So we will take it up to the leadership to say, what do you have to say about this? So it's up to them to give in to our demands, or if they choose not to, then we are going to mobilize the more young people to say, okay, fine, let's fight for that 30%. Then we'll get into the field and fight for those positions against Vanababa or Vanamai. So for now, our target is the Youth League Commissariat Department is to have 30% of the seats in the councils and in parliament being occupied by young people. So it's two-way, whether we'll get it as we are trying to lobby, or they will say no and we have to fight for it. But at the end of the day, we have to achieve that 30% for young people.
Do you have a criteria of the people that are going to contest in the council? They are going to contest as members of parliament, or anyone wants what inini dinokwanisa kupinda. Criteria iri papi, so that ZANU-PF also irive bato rinozikana vanzi tikaendesa zvisungo zvedu kubato zvinoita se zvinobudirira, because tiri kuona kana kuti tichitarisa muparliament imwe iripo pari zvinezvi vamwe havana kupinda vashama muromo, asi vakasarudzwa nevanhu vachinzi endai munotimiririra. Chavakamumirira chacho ichocho hapana. Saka mune criteria yamunoti iwewe kuti tikuti nokuti tichitadza nezveparliament kune mapolisi anenge aida kutaura nezvavo, tichitadza kucancel kune maacts anenge afanira kutaura nezvazvo kunzi kana uri kansela basa rako nderakati nderakati. Mune criteria yamukusenzesa kuti munhu ave asarudzwa pakupinda pamapositions iwayo.
Okay, fine. In terms of criteria, party traditionally inoseta terms and my regulations are not to qualify to be a councillor, you must be having 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
To qualify to be an MP, you must be having 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we don't have a criteria which is there for the youth. My youth is unfitted into the main criteria. Okay. So we'll wait for that criteria from the main leadership. That's from the political. So when it then comes, then we'll take it down to the young people. Vanenge vasuta the criteria ukwanisa kupinda ma positions. Sure.
Thank you very much for your views and comments. And as I've said, Comrade Tseninkamu or Godfrey Tseninkamu, the ZANU-PF Youth Wing political commissar, he is going to respond to some of those issues. There are quite a lot that has been said on social media, some unfounded, some true or false information, but as you have said, they are now also using social media to spread their message. And for those that also have such kind of information that they feel it's unfounded, Comrade Tseninkamu is here to respond to those. And he has also said he has an open door policy for those that wants to engage with him. Comrade Tseninkamu, thank you very much for coming to the program.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay. Nguva pfupi yapfuura pane chirongwa changa chiri kuitwa kana kuti chiri kutofamba chiitwa chakatanga muna September chebiometric voter registration exercise. Imi sebato reZANU-PF maapaki?
No, what we have done is we had activated our structures from cells, branches and districts to make sure that the leadership takes charge in all their respective areas in ensuring that all of our members go out and register to vote. So from the figures that we are getting from our structures, we are well ahead of any other players who may want to claim that maybe they have registered so much numbers ahead of us. But when we are just going to prove it in 2018. And as a youth league, we are going to use this